This episode starts with Spike trying to help out everyone else's luggage, but the guards in the Crystal Empire completely take Spike to Princess Cadence. Spike is basically the brave and glorious since he completely saved everyone in the Crystal Empire in the season 3 premiere. So much that there's a statue of him. Now that's really great. Now let's get into the Equestria games. And he's completely stage fright by a lot of people. I can really relate to him since he's going through this serious situation, and the problem with that is he can't actually use his fire-breathing powers to fire up the torch since he's so stage fright and he isn't that strong enough to do it. But when Twilight did a spell for him, we get to the almost ruin this entire episode part. And that's when Spike thinks that if he imagines stuff, flames will come. But when Twilight says that she did a spell for Spike, he's all depressed. Thank God this happened in the middle of the episode. Otherwise, this episode will turn to a bad episode. Spike isn't really oppressed of what he did since he really didn't do anything for everyone since Twilight did this. So what did he do? He tries to sing the Ponyville's anthem. However, what he didn't know is that the Cloudsdale team won, so he has to sing the Cloudsdale's anthem. And I will admit, it's actually kind of funny at the same time. Now, I can understand that people really didn't like this scene because it kind of made the episode even more worse. But in my opinion, it's kind of humorous, especially that when the baby cries and Pinkie Pie just completely cheers for Spike. Oh my god. This is just so priceless to be taken seriously, even if Spike is in a very serious situation. And Spike completely fails again, and he just decides to go away from the Crystal Empire and goes home. Not until Twilight stops him, of course. But someone accidentally threw an ice arrow on the clouds, which means that the cloud is full of ice and is about to crash into the Equestria game stadium. But Spike reacts to this and completely uses flamethrower powers to stop the cloud from destroying it. And he succeeds, and everyone is oppressed and is proud of him. Well, except for himself. Now, I can understand that Spike is disappointed in himself because he can't do anything right for himself in the right way possible. But it's just basically who he is. I mean, like I said, he really doesn't want to impress the people in the Equestria games that way. All he wanted to do is just fire the torch the right way. But Princess Kane said that he can do the honor of lighting up the fireworks for tonight's ceremonies. So I can understand why he kind of did something right. I know it didn't get to everything in this episode, like the subplots between the Crusaders and Spike. Well, basically, they really don't do anything. They're just doing what they're going to do in the Equestria games, and there's really no focus on them whatsoever, since the main focus on this episode is Spike. Now, I really enjoyed this episode. I mean, I can understand what Spike is coming from and know what the writers are doing to him. Unlike Just for Sidekicks and Ours Well That Ends Well. Just so you know, I'm not going to review Just for Sidekicks for this marathon because I really despise that episode. I'll get to that in the future, but for this marathon, I'm not going to review that episode. Anyway, everything in this episode is understandable because of what Spike is going through. Now, you may like it or hate it, but in my opinion, it's enjoyable, and I really like the execution in this episode. I give this episode a 7 out of 10. I'm Lonely Fanboy 40 here, and I'll see you later.